I'm proud of you, Morty.
Hey man, I don't give a crap about myself, Rick. Let's watch some crazy stuff, yo!
Alright, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to be sharing such valuable information that no one else will share. This is so valuable. All I ask is for you guys to share this video with your friends and your family. Let's help grow this channel. That's all I ask. Anyone else would be charging for this type of information. So let's get right into the video. Okay, so basically what we have here is we have targets. Okay, I'm going to be giving you guys targets of where Bitcoin is headed and where to short Bitcoin. Okay, so over here, as you guys can see, we have a price label of 25,692.5. That is where Bitcoin is headed. I believe that's going to be the point of where Bitcoin will then reverse down. Now, there's a lot of things we have to go over, okay? So right now, what we have here is we have bearish divergence. As you guys can see, we're forming a double top right here, okay? We have a top right here, and we have a top right here with bearish divergence and buyers losing momentum right here on the volume, okay? But what I see happening is I see Bitcoin pushing back up, and what it's going to do is it's going to use this orange trend line as support and then push up higher and break through this resistance. I'm going to be giving you guys targets of worst case scenario of Bitcoin dumping and the scenario of when Bitcoin pumps. Okay, so basically what we have here is we have this target. Now, how did we get this target? Now, before we get to this target, let's look at this pattern. Okay, on this pattern, what we have is we have a pump followed by a consolidation, followed by another pump and a consolidation. And what typically happens with this type of pattern is then after this consolidation, we get one last pump, okay, followed by a short-term consolidation, followed by a double top, and then a dump. That is typically what happens with this type of pattern. Now, how do we get the price target for 25,692? This is how we got the price target. So basically, as you guys can see, we have this green line that I drew on here. When we measure from the top to the bottom, and we move that over here, exactly the same. And now when price breaks out, it's gonna go exactly the same of that measurement, and it's giving us the target of 25,692. Now typically when price breaks out, it'll go up, break out, and then it'll consolidate for a bit, make a double top, and then dump. If it doesn't make a double top, it'll make a higher high, and then we also have a lot of resistance here. We have like 3 trend lines showing resistance here. Now I'm trying to explain this as quick as possible so you guys can understand at the same time what I am showing here. So basically price is going to break out. Now it's going to be using this orange trend line as support, and then it's going to break out, and then it's going to go up to 25,692. Now if it breaks through this orange trend line, then our next support level will be this yellow trend line. If it breaks through that, we are going to use this as a final trend line. Okay, if it breaks through that, then this entire pattern is disregarded. So what we have here, and now if we zoom out, okay, we zoom out and we look over here on the daily, what we're going to see is we're going to see the trend line that it's going to be using as resistance for that 25,692 label. It's going to be using this trend line right over here, this one right here. It was used as resistance, flipped as support, and now it's going to be used as resistance. If it breaks through that, we're going to be using this trend line as resistance, and if it breaks through that, we're going to be using this final one as resistance. Okay, so there's a lot of overhead, very strong resistance up there, followed by this pattern, followed by the measurement, showing us that we're going to go to 25,692, and then if we were to break out, our final level of support would be right over here where you guys want to do a long. That is where you guys want to do a long. That is worst case scenario if it goes past this yellow trend line. If it goes below that, then this pattern is disregarded. Now if it were to fall down from here, since we do have a lot of bearish divergence on the 4 hour, we have a lot of bearish divergence. If it were to break this pattern and go down, the next point you guys want to long is right over here, okay, on this green trend line. Okay, this is going to be a strong level of support going back from the beginning of Bitcoin at 17,710. That's if price were to just to fall down right now and just go down like this. The next target would be at 14,000. Now 14,000 I see as the bottom. I don't want to share too much information because I noticed that a lot of bigger YouTubers are watching my videos, and what they're doing is they're actually taking my type of analysis and then making it public and taking all the credit and not giving me credit for my analysis. So I don't like that. So that's why I highly recommend you guys share this video. Now, if we look over here on the S&P 500, what we have here is we have a quad top. Okay, as you guys can see, the S&P topped out here 1, 2, 3, and now it's going for the 4th time. I believe we're going to break through that and we're going to go higher. But if you guys look here on the NASDAQ broke through that, right? That's tech. Now look at the Dow Jones. Now the Dow Jones and the S&P, they are both indices as well as the NASDAQ. But what we have here is we have this candle showing that, you know, buyers and sellers are indecisive right now on who's going to take over. But also we have accumulation distribution going down, showing that people are selling it off. So I believe tomorrow we're going to dump from the Dow Jones. Now, if we do not dump on the Dow Jones and instead we pump, well then this pattern is confirmed that we're going to 25,692 Bitcoin. I see that happening. With the dollar, we're at a strong level of support. We have a lot of bullish divergence. But yeah, guys, that is pretty much what's going on. If you guys look at my previous videos, you guys can see my chart previously that I already had these targets, okay? I already had these targets on my chart from like weeks ago, from a week or 2 weeks ago. And, you know, a lot of people are starting to take these targets and, you know, put them on their charts. A lot of influencers I noticed are doing that. So, I mean, guys, look, so this is the target right here. This is where you guys want to short Bitcoin at 25,692. If it were to dump, you guys know the targets now. You guys know where it's going to pump to and then where it's going to dump. If you guys like this type of video, please let me know. Please like, share, and subscribe. But yeah, guys, it's been your boy, Cool Name Dude. Take care.